The three most important reasons for suspecting that the woman is Mary are: first, Mary gave birth to Jesus, just as the woman in the 12th chapter of the Apocalypse gives birth to a male child. Second, just as the dragon desires to devour the male child, Herod desired to kill Jesus while he was still an infant. And third, the Holy Family fled from Herod, just as the woman flees from the dragon in the 12th chapter of the Apocalypse. Let's present these three arguments in more detail. First, Scott Hahn, the author of The Lamb's Supper, The Mass as Heaven on Earth, argues that since the child is Jesus, the woman must be Mary. And who is the woman? She is the one who gives birth to the male child who will rule the nations. The child is Jesus. His mother is Mary. Second, in the 12th chapter of the Apocalypse, the dragon desires to devour the woman's child. Then the dragon stood before the woman about to give birth, to devour her child when she gave birth, Apocalypse 12:4. And Herod desired to kill Jesus while he was still an infant. When Herod realized that he had been deceived by the Magi, he became furious. He ordered the massacre of all the boys in Bethlehem and its vicinity 2 years old and under, Matthew 2:16. Third, in the 12th chapter of the Apocalypse, the woman flees into the wilderness. And the woman fled into the wilderness where she had a place prepared by God. Apocalypse 12:6. Likewise, in the 2nd chapter of Matthew's Gospel, the Holy Family fled from Herod into Egypt. When they had departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, "Rise, take the child and his mother, flee to Egypt, and stay there until I tell you. Herod is going to search for the child to destroy him." Joseph rose and took the child and his mother by night and departed for Egypt. He stayed there until the death of Herod. Matthew 2:13-15. However, none of these arguments withstands scrutiny. Regarding the first argument, which depends on the male child in the 12th chapter of the Apocalypse being Jesus, this is not the case, as I will explain in a subsequent video. Regarding the other two arguments, both of which involve Herod, the details don't fit. The dragon's pursuit of the woman follows the dragon being thrown down to the earth. The dragon hurls a torrent of water at the woman. Neither is true of Herod. The time that the woman spends in the desert, 3.5 years, corresponds to the reign of the Antichrist in the future, which definitively excludes both Herod and Mary. Also, the Apocalypse explicitly teaches that the dragon is Satan, which means that it is not Herod.